The Galactic Council had deliberated for 3 standard cycles before reaching their decision. The humans, those peculiar bipeds from the 3rd planet of an unremarkable yellow star, had somehow managed to unite their fractured world and petition for membership. It was unprecedented. No species had ever achieved interstellar recognition after such a brief technological adolescence. "Send Zekthar," rumbled Council Prime Vorthok, his crystalline carapace gleaming under the chamber's artificial suns. "If these humans wish to join the galactic community, they must prove themselves worthy." Zekthar the Unconquerable stood 12 feet tall, his obsidian exoskeleton rippling with bioelectric energy. He was the pride of the Korthak Empire, undefeated in over 3,000 combat trials across 200 worlds. His forearms could crush titanium, his reflexes were enhanced by quantum neural implants, and his tactical processors could calculate battle outcomes in nanoseconds. He had never met his match. The human delegation waited in the neutral space station's central arena. Captain Sarah Chen, Earth's representative, stood barely 5.5 feet tall. She wore no armor, carried no visible weapons, and appeared laughably fragile compared to the assembled alien dignitaries. Her only companions were 2 junior officers who looked equally unremarkable. "This is their champion?" Zekthar's translator rendered his disappointment in perfect standard galactic. "The Council insults me." "I'm not here to fight you," Sarah said, stepping forward with an easy smile. "Though I appreciate the intimidation factor, very effective lighting, by the way. I'm actually hoping we can skip the whole prove your worth through combat thing and just talk." The arena erupted in confused chittering and electronic warbling. No species had ever declined the trial of strength. It was unthinkable. Zekthar's 4 eyes narrowed. "You mock our traditions, human." "Not at all," Sarah replied, extending her right hand toward the towering warrior. "I'm suggesting we try something different. Where I come from, we have a custom too. We shake hands to show respect and mark the beginning of a partnership." The gesture meant nothing to Zekthar, but the implications were clear. The human was offering some form of ritualistic contact. Perhaps this was their way of accepting the challenge. He reached down with one massive claw, easily engulfing Sarah's entire hand. The moment their flesh touched, something extraordinary happened. The bioelectric field that surrounded Zekthar, designed to paralyze opponents on contact, discharged harmlessly. Sarah's grip was firm but not aggressive, warm but not threatening. For the first time in his enhanced life, Zekthar felt something he'd never experienced in combat. Genuine curiosity about his opponent. "Your biofield," he said, not releasing her hand. "It should have incapacitated you instantly." Sarah's smile widened. "Rubber soles. We did our homework." She gestured to her boots with her free hand. "But more importantly, I'm not here as your opponent. I'm here as a potential ally." "Allies are earned through strength." "Sometimes," Sarah agreed. "But we've found that the strongest alliances are built on mutual benefit, not domination. May I ask you something, Zekthar? In all your battles, have you ever fought alongside someone rather than against them?" The question struck him oddly. Korthak warriors fought alone. It was the way of their people. Cooperation was seen as weakness, a dilution of individual prowess. "I require no assistance," he said, but there was less conviction in his voice. "I'm sure you don't," Sarah replied. "But what if I told you that humans once had warriors like you? Individuals so focused on personal strength that they never learned the power of working together. Do you know what happened to them? They were defeated by stronger warriors. Actually, they were defeated by weaker ones who had learned to cooperate. A pack of wolves can bring down a lion, Zekthar. Not through individual strength, but through coordination." She released his hand and stepped back, but kept her eyes locked on his. "The universe is full of threats that no single warrior, no matter how strong, can face alone. We've seen the dark matter entities at the galaxy's edge. We know about the quantum storms that consume the Andrex system. These aren't challenges for individual champions. They're problems that require entire civilizations working in concert." Zekthar's processors whirred as he calculated the implications. His species had always valued individual combat prowess above all else, but the human's words resonated with an uncomfortable truth. The greatest threats to galactic civilization weren't other warriors. They were forces of nature that respected no amount of personal strength. "You propose to face such threats through cooperation?" "I propose that we learn from each other," Sarah said. Your people understand strength, discipline, and honor. Humans understand adaptation, creativity, and teamwork. Imagine what we could accomplish together." The arena had fallen silent. Every delegate watched as the galaxy's most feared warrior considered the words of a creature he could break, with minimal effort. "This is not combat," Zekthar said finally. "No," Sarah agreed. "It's diplomacy, and in the long run it's far more powerful than any weapon." Zekthar stood motionless for a long moment, his enhanced mind processing scenarios at quantum speed. Every calculation led to the same conclusion. The human was right. Individual strength had limits, but cooperative potential was theoretically infinite. He extended his hand again, this time in deliberate mimicry of Sarah's gesture. "Then let us shake hands," he said, "and begin this partnership." As their hands met for the second time, the council chamber erupted in surprised discussions. The trial of strength had never ended in mutual respect, much less an alliance proposal. Council Prime Vorthak's voice cut through the chaos. "The humans have passed their trial through wisdom rather than warfare." "A most unexpected approach," Sarah grinned up at her new ally. "Welcome to the human way of doing things. We've found that the best victories are the ones where everyone walks away stronger." Zekthar's mandibles clicked in what his species considered a smile. For the first time in his enhanced life, he looked forward to learning something that couldn't be programmed into his combat systems. How to fight alongside someone, rather than against them. The galaxy would never be the same.